Hi. That probably cut out too, cause that was loud. Um, Today I want to make a couple announcements. Obviously, my camera's a little messed up right now, which is okay, but you know. So I haven't made this news clear, but I will today. Today is the life update, and I want to tell you guys about what's been going on in my life. If my life has been better, worse, the same as I do on every other life update. So, and I'm going to be announcing a couple things. So, the number one, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is the announcements because I feel like I need to get that out the way now before I forget. Um, BSoda Wilson, which is my first alter ego on this channel, the channel that made me the person that I am today, extremely creative, like just brain pounding with like YouTube ideas, and yeah, there's gonna be no editing out, like none of that, like no editing, nothing. This is just a vulnerable, just talk. So if I get voice cracks, then it is what it is. So BSoda Wilson, the first alter ego. I'm not gonna lie, this alter ego has lasted well over 5 years. It's been actually closer to 6 years actually. I created this alter ego in October of 2020 during COVID, and it is August of 2026. So it has been 6 years. I was 10 years old, and now I'm 16. I want to say that before I even make this announcement, I just want to say that the BSoda alter ego, without it, you know what I'm saying, um, I would not be the person that I am today. I'm not gonna lie, I have this crazy, like, my eye is like, I don't know, one eye is bigger than the other, and I don't like that, but it is what it is. I just want to say that I'm very grateful for meeting all of you off of, the BSoda, that it was like a franchise, and it's like a persona of mine that I created based off of just Baldi's Basics. Legit, I was playing Baldi's Basics, and I looked at the partner and it said BSoda, but it was all uppercase. So I was like, you know what? That sounds like a good name to start off my YouTube channel, my next YouTube channel, which turned out to be this channel. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to get copyrighted or anything, so I'm going to make ODA lowercase, and I'm going to make a last name for it just to make it a little bit more, like, just to show the originality. Just to show the unique and raw creativeness. And it worked out very well. I made Friday Night Funkin' videos, Piggy videos, RP film Piggy videos. So it was safe to say that BSoda was like, the niche was basically Roblox. So I just want to say that ever since I retired BSoda, gaming wise, in 2023, not in 2023, in 2022, December of 2022, I just want to say that once again, I'm very grateful for all of the people that have stuck with me from like day in and day out when I was BSoda. But some of you guys said that you wanted to keep BSoda. You didn't want to, give them away, which I thought was fine. I didn't really care. So I was like, bet, why don't I just make a Spotify? Why don't I just make music off of it? And, we'll do it as long as it could last. And I've been doing this for years. 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. Yeah, it's been a long run. It's definitely been a very, very long ride. And I feel like I've gotten a lot done. Albums, LPs, singles, everything. I've gotten a lot done. 99.9% of it is all rap, which 089 and BSoda's Farewell will also be pop, but we'll get there in a second. So I decided to do music. I released Mission, I released Trippin' Dawn, then CFT, then Hydra MMD, then the deluxe version, then Eruption, then Aftershock, then the 3-year anniversary for the In My Dreams scrapped album, Majestic, and Onyx. So that's a lot of projects in 3 years. Not even. That EP was in 2024, so 2 years. I've made nearly 10 albums in 2 years. That's a lot of work, considering I have school and everything else going on in the background. So now I'm gonna make this announcement because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. BSoda Wilson, the alter ego that made this channel what it is now, on January 15th, 2027, or should I just say January 1st, 2027, I will be retiring the alter ego BSoda Wilson forever. I'm not unretiring the persona, the alter. I'm not doing it. It's gonna be retired and it's gonna be gone for good. The reason why I'm doing this is because of a lot of things. Number one, it's just mold. It's old now. I'm not known as BSoda anymore. I don't really like making music rap wise because, well, number one, in my mind, I'm like, yo, if the beat doesn't sound good, I'll use it for memories. But if I want to make like a hit or something, the beat gotta be good. My vocals on the track gotta be good, perfect. The lyrics gotta be good. Everything gotta be good. That's why I am actually going to step away from rap music. As soon as I'm finished with BSoda's alter ego, I will be stepping away from rap music. Like me creating rap music, probably forever. Because I feel like rap isn't just, I don't think it's for me. I feel like I want to create like singing songs, you know what I mean? I've seen boys do it, I've seen girls do it, obviously. And I have a pretty big range, like no joke. I have a 2-octave voice. Like my favorite pop singer, or my favorite singer in general, is Ariana Grande. She has 4 octaves. That's insane. Like 4 octaves is insane. But I have 2, and I want to expand it to 3. So I want to try to rework on, rebuilding my my range. But rapping and talking in the way I talk is terrible. So, yes. So BSoda Wilson, January 1st, 2027, he will be retired, not unretiring at all. OkSiege on this side, I'm not gonna lie, music-wise for OkSiege is dead zero. I don't care. It's dead zero. Because I want to work on the things that matter to me the most. Not even just for memories, just I just want to focus on things that really matter to me. And making music as OkSiege doesn't really matter that much. As of OkSiege retirement, I will not be retiring anytime soon, gaming wise. I will not be retiring anytime soon, but music wise, when I'm done with BSoda, I will be retiring. I will unretire music to do singing, like actual singing, like pop and you know, like Ariana Grande. I'm not trying to do no more rap or any like extremely low singing. Like I hate when I low sing, because when I low sing, when I try to sing high, my voice cracks. Or when I sing extremely high for a long time, when I try to talk in my normal voice, my voice cracks. So literally, where my voice, where my like voice box is, it's like literally in the worst spot, considering I have a really big range. But it is what it is. I'm gonna pull through. But another announcement I have to make, and this is actually very important because I don't want to cause any concern. But OkSiege, I will be taking a very, 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 very long break. How long? I don't really know. Because the past 3 years, 2024, 2025, and 2026, has been my triple threat years. These have been the top 3 worst years of my life. And I feel like 2026 has definitely been the best out of them 3, but 2025 was definitely the worst out of them 3. So I definitely feel like I've healed a lot, and I have gained a lot of self-control over the span of this time. But sometimes humans, they need a break sometimes, and I feel like this is like a very well-deserved break because, mind you, first of all, one, I don't have a cameraman. Number 2, I don't have an editor. Number 3, I don't really have a YouTube duo, like a YouTube duo, like all the time, except for Blast. And Blast, I purposely don't feature him in videos because I don't want to feel like, I don't want to put him on a pedestal too much. Obviously, yes, he is definitely a very known, alter ego on this channel. Definitely. Blast, definitely a well-deserved, credit on this channel. No joke. But this is definitely like 2023, 2024, definitely the best years of my career, of my YouTube career, but also one of the worst years of my life. And I just want to make sure that when I'm finally healed, like fully, like I'm fully healed from God, basically, and I come back, I want to come back strong. Like I want to come back to YouTube very strong. Because I come back to YouTube, I'll post like 5 videos in a week, and then I'll just stop posting, which is exactly what I did last week. The reason why I did that is because girl voice trolling is not really my thing anymore. Can I still do the girl voice? Of course I can. But because I have a pretty big range, singing wise, so it's not very difficult. And it's a lot more realistic because my voice is a little deeper, but it's just not my thing. It's not, like, in my mind, I don't picture it out like it's gay or anything. It's just not my thing. Like, I don't want to pretend to be something that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I wanted to say that. Also, another reason why I'm taking a well-deserved break is because, number 1, school. Okay, well, I'm a junior now, and junior is by far the hardest year in high school. This is probably the most productive. This is the most work I'll probably ever get. Like, this is literally the hardest year in high school. Definitely. Senior year is probably the second easiest. So freshman year is the easiest. Senior year is the second easiest. The second hardest is sophomore year, which I did decent in, but I didn't do awesome. And junior year is most definitely the hardest year. So I really want to focus on getting the things that I deserve, like the GPA that I want. I want a 3.7 GPA because, I just want to just see myself on the main stage, like one of top 10, like bigot, like best GPA in the whole school. That's what I want. That to me, that would be aura. That's what I want. And if I don't get what I want, I get angry, and I don't want to get angry. So I low-key want to strive to be the best that I can be. But YouTube, like constant YouTube content creation making, is pushing me back a little bit. So it's like, it doesn't make sense to, do that. Also, I feel like this well-deserved break is mostly because of my mental and, real life. I just want to number one, I want to set boundaries for myself, because that is also dead zero. And I just want to focus on my mental health. My mental health has not been it hasn't been terrible, but it hasn't been the best. So I want to focus on that. I just want to focus on loving myself, because I have never, this is probably the first time this year, mostly, this year, the ultimate extreme. I have never had such a big insecurity in my life. Never. I've never cared about my height like that. Never. This is literally the first year where it's like, bro, I'm running out of time. I'm 16. My height is going to slow down. And I don't want to end up like 5'8", 5'9". I don't. That's, in my family, that's short. That's very short. For a male, that's short. I told my dad, yo, 5'11", 6 foot, I'm cool with that. 5'10", still kind of short, but it is what it is. But the height that I'm at now, 5'7", I don't feel I don't feel I don't really feel too much insecure. It's just I just hate being below average. You know what I mean? I don't want to, I hate that. I hate being below average. That's something that I hate, and I've always hated. Being below average in height is bro, with a 6'2" dad, that's an issue. But, I just want to focus on things like that. I also feel like I haven't been treating myself like a kid. I've been treating myself like I should be this freaking rich, overly spoiled, kid on YouTube. And it's that probably would never happen. But anytime I post a video, I'm always looking at the views. And every time I look at the views and they're not performing the way I do, I leave YouTube on purpose, because it's what's the point? Making shorts on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make an announcement about that too in a second. But making shorts is also annoying, because if you don't post every day, if you're not consistent, then going viral on YouTube is basically dead zero as well. So yeah, that's the long, well-deserved break, because I've never really had a break, a actual break, because when I leave YouTube, I don't actually leave YouTube, if that makes sense. Okay, so 3 months ago, when I made Stupid Fortnite featuring Blast and Prada, I left YouTube after the queso video. But I didn't really leave YouTube. I just stopped making content. I stopped editing content, because making videos, it's pointless, because I don't get the views that I normally get, or that I should get. So, it's pointless. I also feel I feel BSoda, we're gonna go back to him. BSoda specifically, he's had a long run. He had a really good run. I just feel he just needs to rest in peace. This alter ego has been going on forever, and I'm not even known as him anymore. I don't even want to be known as BSoda anymore, because it's like that's not who I am anymore. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not really like losing anything. Like, don't worry, this is not goodbye. Trust me, this is not a goodbye message like, oh shoot, I'm retiring and I'm never coming back. No, BSoda will be retired. That's done. That's over with. Like, that's already in the stock. Like, that's already in place. I'm making sure every single album's done by the end of this year, because when it is, he's gone. I will release my greatest hits album with a couple new songs on January 15th, 2027, and that's it. Also, now we're going to get to I'm going to get to my life specifically. Why are these 3 years the worst years of my life? 2024, 2025, and 2026. 2024 was probably my most consistent on YouTube, besides 2023, because I blew up. When you blow up, you have an extreme dopamine hit. You're like, yo, I gotta make this video. I gotta see them numbers. I gotta see it. It's a dopamine hit. So, in 2024, I was definitely the most consistent. But this is where, like, puberty, like, really hit me, like, at, like, its finest. So I was like, bet. Why don't I just talk to girls? Why not? So I'm talking to girls. Girls don't even want to be around me, rejecting me anytime I get the chance. And it's very annoying in some cases. But, you know, I would get rejected so much that I used to have an addiction that I would constantly relapse on, because I just couldn't take the pain. I just couldn't, because I'm not used to taking pain like this ever. I'm not used to just, getting, rejected all the time. It's not something that, like, I would have ever thought, would happen. But that's what was happening. So 2024, constant rejection. At some points I was even trying to get a girlfriend, couldn't. So 2025, my God. I'm not gonna lie, some of this I'm not gonna talk about. I'll make an actual video on, like, the whole thing, but basically, let's just say I got a lot of public scrutiny on YouTube, because people noticed that like, the way, like, I walk, and the way that, like, okay, the way that I walk, they noticed that, like, instead of my body being like this, my body's like this. Like, it's like standing up straight, but my body's like this. Not only that, but I also get public scrutiny because they notice that my face is literally getting, like, fatter. And I asked my dad about this, and he was like, yeah, your face is getting fatter, but it's just because you're growing. So, I've never really got mad. It was never an impulsive, comeback at my fans, because if they think there's something wrong with me, I will let them know if there's something wrong. If there's nothing wrong, then I will let them know there's nothing wrong. Which I'm going to say now, I'm 130 pounds, which I've never been ever in my life. This is my first time ever reaching 130 pounds. So, yeah, I'm fat. It's cool, though. I feel like public scrutiny was definitely, like, a big toll on it. But at school, at co-op, this was, like, literally the worst year. Like high school, like, any school year, this was the worst year. Because let's just say people are very cruel, and they throw shots at people that didn't do anything to them at all. Let alone just talking. Did absolutely nothing. I said absolutely nothing. Never gotten into any drama. People are just cruel. And as much as I didn't want to accept that, I had to. You know, it is what it is. Will I ever, announce what happened? Of course I will. In a different video, not this video. This is just a life update video. I'll let you guys know what actually happened, but people are cruel. Also, I'm not really trying to I just don't really have the time for the negativity, because I already give myself enough negativity, and my mom told me that I'm that I'm so hard on myself for no reason, let alone just people. So, I want to work on that. Yeah. So, also 2025, this was the year where I actually finally, I had a near girlfriend. It was in between extremely best friends and girlfriend. It was in between there. It was in the axe me out stage. That's basically where we were at. And then this was in November of 2025, by the way. And this same month I lost my grandma, which really heartbroke me. But it made me more heartbroken because my dad, he was going through a lot of grief, a lot of sadness because he lost his mom, so I wanted to give him as much time and space as he needed. But whenever he didn't need the time and space, I'll make sure, to check on him. December, literally one of the worst Christmases probably of my life. Not because of the gifts that I got, but it just didn't feel like Christmas. Because the year has been terrible. The whole year's been terrible. So Christmas to me would be oh my God, I'm getting presents. This is the holiday spirit. And I don't even feel that at all. At all. So, it is what it is. Yeah. So, yeah. But that's 2026 has been it's been better. I actually quit my addiction in February or March of this year. I got very close to relapsing 6 times, but surprisingly haven't, and I'm glad I haven't. But if you want more info about that, then whenever I make that video, you'll get the info. But yeah, basically this video is just letting you know that number one, BSoda, I'm retiring that alter ego. Second of all, me by myself, I will be taking a long break off of YouTube after Majestic comes out. I'm gonna do a tour, not a tour where I go out and I go on stage and I perform. No, I'm gonna do a tour where it's I'm gonna stream, but I'm gonna it's gonna be a tour, but I'm not on a stage and I'm not in front of a whole crowd. It's just gonna be me and you on a screen, and I'm gonna be doing this all the way until November 1st. But basically, after this month is over, August, on September 1st, you will notice that I will be, nowhere near on YouTube at all, content creation wise. I won't even pull up my channel to even check views. I won't, because school is the number one thing right now. That's number one. Two, the second thing is focusing on my actual life, my mental health, setting boundaries, things like that. And third, I just want to just focus on the things that I love most. I just love being creative and different type of stuffs, and I also want to like get back into singing because I haven't, sung like a very high octave, like a high octave song in a very long time. And when I say very long, I mean like a year and a half, 2 years. Like legit, it's been that long. So yeah. Yep. That's what this video is about. By the way, nothing is impulsive to you guys. This is not a retirement speech where I'm going to leave and I'm never coming back to YouTube again. No, I'm only 16. I already told y'all. 21, like when I hit 21, that is where like I have the choice to like retire and leave. But when I'm 18, I have the choice to retire and come back. Like I could retire, but I'm forced to come back at some point. When I hit 21, I will retire, but I have the choice if I want to come back or not. If not, then I won't. If I will, then I will. But right now, I'm staying right here, but I'm going to take a pretty long break because I just want to focus on my actual life, let alone just, my characters on YouTube and, gaming. Also, gaming, before I turn this off, gaming is going to be like a decent 15-20% out of 100. It's also going to be almost dead zero because even though like literally the only reason why it's actually pretty high actually is because the new Fortnite season came out and I want to try to get back into Minecraft, so we might try that. I don't really like Minecraft, but we're gonna try it anyways because the first time I did pretty good, but it is what it is. So I love you guys so much. I will see you on September 25th, which is my 5-year anniversary on this channel. So that would be, today's August 20th, so that would be a month and 5 days. So like 35 days. So after I make that anniversary video, I'm gonna do the tour, and that is where my break is going to pop. That's when it's gonna be dead zero. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Right now I will be taking a break. I will be like very, 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 very slowly uploading, but I won't be like uploading like videos and shorts and all that other stuff that I usually do. I'm not gonna do that. Like, what I mean by break right now, before the tour that I'm gonna do, it's gonna be a Onyx and Majestic combined tour because I was gonna do a Hydra MMD tour in 2025, but I think we all know how 2025 went. It didn't go that well. So this year we're gonna do a Majestic and Onyx tour. It's gonna be it's only the tour is gonna be like a minimum of like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. It's gonna be one stream. One. I'm not streaming 1,000 times. It's gonna be one stream. One. And I will record that either right before the 5-year anniversary or right after the 5-year anniversary. After that, I'm done. That break gonna be dead long. I'll come back probably in like June, like June of next year. The reason why I'm leaving for so long is because, number one, I'm in junior year and I cannot play around. Junior year is the hardest year. Gotta keep my grades up. Gotta keep everything going, and it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.